Time only moves when you move. Sounds like a good concept, right? But is it actually any fun or just a neat party trick? I'm MattEss and today I'm reviewing the Neo simulator. SUPERHOT. Let's get into it. SUPERHOT starts off on a 90s computer, before the days of MSN Messenger, when the main use for the word floppy in a phrase was followed by disk. The reason it's called SUPERHOT is because that's the sort of temperature you'd expect if you tried running this game on a real life version of this virtual relic that they've given you from 2 decades ago. It starts off in a chat room, where all bad ideas do. You're given a game to play called SUPERHOT. See what they did there? The story I won't get into as it's a relatively small part of the game, which ends with a good twist. Once loaded up, it puts you straight into this crystal mannequin shooter with the star attraction being that time only moves when you do. Well, it still moves a little bit when you're standing still, but in that time you could go make yourself a cup of tea and come back and you probably still wouldn't get hit by any bullets. What SUPERHOT does really well is give you a challenging learning curve using the time mechanic by putting you in action scenarios where in other shooters you'd be outnumbered and outgunned. At first, you fight all instinct not to go full Call of Duty and instead use the time mechanic to your advantage, which I found hard to get to grips with at first. Once you get the hang of it, you walk into these action film scenarios in this minimalistic playground tactically thinking which one of these shop window displays should I mess up first and what weapon should I do it with. Speaking of weapons, all the weapons that these red goons have are dropped and accessible when you've taken them out, as long as you don't hit the weapon at the same time. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is a one hit, one kill scenario, so expect to die a lot. What SUPERHOT does fail to do is give you anything other than a series of challenges to use this mechanic in, which is where the game falls down a bit for me. That and the brain chiselling noise you hear when you restart after dying. You can tell the game is designed all around the time stay still when you do mechanic, and all the levels are used to make the most out of this, which I'm sure there's an audience for. However, it just didn't give me enough variety to keep me interested through the playthrough. The challenge mode is a huge nod to this, and SUPERHOT knows the audience it wants and gives them more by letting them battle through as many red dummies as you can possibly kill until you die. So, is SUPERHOT worth your money? At £17.99 in the UK and $24.99 in US dollars, I would say you really have to enjoy the time only moves when you do mechanic for it to be worth picking up. I played the PC version and I'm sure the VR version is much more immersive, so please bear that in mind. SUPERHOT's concept is a great one for sure, which can be built upon and which gives you some enjoyment as well as trying something different, which as gamers we really want. We want something different instead of putting out the same game year after year after year. However, I had hoped for a lot more from this game other than flexing the time mechanic, which is why I'd only pick it up if it's on sale. It's a nice change, but it's not going to be a game that you're going to replay again and again and again. Let me know what you thought about SUPERHOT in the comments. Am I the only one that thought this game was lukewarm? Thanks again for watching guys, I'll see you in the next one.